All right, let's get this show started.
In today's video, Adesanya predicts submission win over Sean Strickland, Jon Jones gets honest on Sean O'Malley, Dana White throws shade at Sterling and Merab, Rose Namajunas shows off horrific hand injury, Bisping Gane and Aspinall have some fun after UFC Paris, Jorge Masvidal says he'll fight Justin Gaethje for the BMF title, and VOLKAN OEZDEMIR on training with Khamzat Chimaev. Adesanya says he wants to get his first submission win and believes it's going to happen against Sean Strickland this Saturday night at UFC 293. In a recent interview with TSN's Aaron Bronstetter, Izzy said that Strickland will for sure try to take this fight to the ground, and it's going to backfire on him.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. What do I want in my career? Submission. I definitely want a submission. It might be this fight. I know he's going to wrestle. He'd be dumb not to. So I know he's going to try and mix it up. He's doing this whole thing, man dance. He's gonna crotch sniff. That's what he's gonna do.
Everybody gave him that advice before the Pereira fight, and that didn't happen. Do you think that's why you believe he's gonna, not make that same mistake again?
Yeah, I mean, he's got smart coaches, and they will definitely beat it into him. And I know they've been talking about it. He's like, "What? Crotch sniff? I'm gonna box." And you really think he's gonna box with me? The Pereira fight, I called it. I told him, focus on job because he's gonna knock you out. What did he do? He knocked him out because he wasn't focused on his job. He was focused on me. But yeah, he's gonna crotch sniff. But I get down too, so it's whatever.
During a recent appearance on the Overdogs podcast, Jon Jones was asked about what he thinks of the new bantamweight champion, Sean O'Malley. Jones had some nice things to say about the rising UFC star and said that he reminds him a lot of Conor McGregor. He said, "Sean O'Malley, I'm excited about him. He has the look. He reminds me a lot of McGregor. He's really raw and authentic. He has the kind of rags to riches story that everyone appreciates, especially in this country. I like him. I like him a lot, and I really want to see how far he can take it. He's young enough still where he can take those leaps and bounds in his game. He's going to be around for a long time. To beat up Aljamain like that, I always put my money on the wrestler. O'Malley, he's looking like the total package. I'm going to be tuning into his pay-per-views for the next couple of years." In a recent Instagram story post, Dana White appeared to subtly criticize Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili while commending Rose Namajunas. White had recently denounced Merab for purportedly declining a fight with Sean O'Malley. Then he commented on what Rose stated in the UFC pre-fight press conference. She said, "I adore Valentina. I really do appreciate what she's done for me. If we were to ever fight, I would just have the approach of, hey man, we basically went to war in the gym for I don't know how many months for free. So if we can make some money and inspire some people in the process, then I'd be all down for it." To this, White commented, "Gangster. This is exactly what your mindset should be when you are a pro. Much respect, Rose." Now, to this, Merab responded tweeting, "Every UFC win since my first in 2018, I called out Sugar Sean at the UFC, and Sean ignored my callouts. I say I don't want to fight my teammate and brother, Funkmaster MMA, and the media goes crazy. If there is no immediate rematch, I am number one for this title match. There should be no questions asked." Rose Namajunas has suffered a gruesome injury in her most recent loss to Manon Fiorot at UFC Paris on Saturday night. Ron Butler-Au, manager for Namajunas at Sucker Punch Entertainment, posted a photo on Sunday morning of Rose's badly injured pinky finger on her right hand. He captioned it writing, "This is what happened to Rose Namajunas' hand in the very first clash in the first round. Not being able to make a fist caused a mental battle to keep fighting and carried into the second round. By the third round, Rose was ready for two more. Such is the fight game. Face palm. She is in good spirits and heading home now." Here is CIRYL GANE, Michael Bisping, and Tom Aspinall having some fun with the punching machine after UFC Paris.
Ouf, quelle tête t'as. On va tuer. Non, non, tuer. Ouais, go Michael.
Jorge Masvidal wants his BMF title back. In a recent interview with ESPN MMA's Mark Raimondi, the former BMF champ said he's open to returning to the UFC as long as he can face Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt.
I think you should defend it against me at 170. If you ask me, man, that's what should happen. If I was to come back to the sport, you know, that's a big if. But
is that something that we could see?
I think stay active. No, that's something in the future. I never knock off coming back to fighting because I love fighting. I love fighting. It's my favorite pastime. It's my favorite sport. It's my way of life, you know. So I can never say I'm not gonna fight. But I think Gaethje should just stay active, really. You know, fight, keep fighting, stay competing, stay fighting the world's best, because that's what a Bama is supposed to do. Take them all on, you know. I never said I'm not fighting this guy because he's a high-level grappler, or this guy because he's a fucking better striker than me. It's like one or all. They're all the same to me. And Gaethje pretty much has that attitude. That's why he's a Bama. He fights. He's not ducking nobody. That guy literally will fight anybody. A wrestler, striker, jiu-jitsu guy. He takes them all, and that's a big requirement.
VOLKAN OEZDEMIR scored his first submission win in over 11 years this past weekend at UFC Paris when he submitted Bogdan Guskov by a rear naked choke in the very first round. During the post-fight presser, OEZDEMIR credited training with Khamzat Chimaev for his impressive win and said that he'll be helping Khamzat in his preparation for UFC 294's fight against Paulo Costa.
I took it how it came, but I also put a lot of emphasis on my ground. Now I've been training in All-Star now for my third camp. I feel really great. The first two camps were back-to-back. I just came, it was like 8 weeks before the fight, so full camp. A lot of volume, you know, 3 to 4 training a day, really hard. Training with Khamzat, it was really tough, you know.
You mentioned training with Khamzat. When you train with a guy like that, camp after camp after camp, is it something interesting that you can compare yourself to his wrestling, his grappling, and see your own progression?
Of course, you know, it's because once you're able to protect a takedown, just stand back up against this guy, you know you're gonna be able to do that against everybody else, you know. Just the input he puts, the volume, you know, and the intensity he brings all the camp, it's really amazing. So now he's training in Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna be also following him, you know, during the last phase of his camp, preparing for his next fight. So I will also be really happy to see what's next.
Here are the top 3 memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named LivVales. Our second place meme was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Kenny K. And our top picked meme of the day was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named As Shopped As It Gets. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.